YouTube, what's going on? Horse Racing Gamer here. Welcome back to Gallop Racer 04 2004-04. Takes so long to progress once you get to this point in the game. There's still a lot of open races that we could run in. When I say open races, I mean like this World Stage Cup. I mean, look how many races are. Essentially Breeders' Cup time, right? So much happening. We're at least in 4 out of the 8 Breeders' Cup races, so the only one we're missing is the World Sprint, and for whatever reason, Crazy Hunter is in oh, I forgot, Crazy Hunter is in the World CC at 10 furlongs. That's the thing, we really don't have a lot of dirt horses. Like, I'm surprised. Most of the horses we have a couple that are okay with distance swaps, I mean with surface swaps, but it's only a couple. So, theme of this episode is to try to get as close to the end of the year as possible. Maybe we can get there. Because what I've realized is there really aren't too many grade 1s available, especially for horses that can run them. So I'm just going to give a lot of our horses layoffs until next year. And most of them, some of them need it. Some of them are not in good condition. We've been racing them a lot. This is the heaviest time of the year, so there's a lot of horses that already aren't scheduled to race again until our next season. So we might actually be able to get to the end of the year in this episode. Kicking off today, 15 furlong Storm Owl. I guess I wanted to try him and his distance out. I believe he comes from Golden Boy out of Chasing Hearts. Why I decided to put him 15 furlongs, I'm not sure. It doesn't really appear that he's going to have a terrible stat. His feel is not ideal. Same with toughness. Heart rating already at 73. He inherits that from Chasing Hearts. He has good abilities. I mean, most of his stats in the 60s, they should hit 70s by the time he's at his peak next year. So that should make him competitive enough, which means if we want to get this guy into the Hall of Fame, I know next year has got to be the year. 9 furlongs to probably 13 or 14. He's certainly a horse that can win the GWS Turf for sure. We'll see. I think what I got to continue to remind myself is the best chance to win a GWS title for our horses every year. Just make sure I have enough of our originals in the championship. That way somebody wins it. So this year, instead of winning all 3 like we usually can try to do, we're only going to win 1 for sure. The dirt, I think, is out of the question unless Crazy Hunter wins today. Valley King, I think I put him in a grade 3 to kick off the year. Valley King is done. 5 grade 1s, no wins. So next year, I don't know what he'll be capable of doing. I'll give it my best shot to still try to get him some grade 1 wins to get him a title, but it's going to be hard. But yeah, Valley King, tried him in the turf. Probably should have realized after maybe the first or second GWS turf race with him, it was going to be too hard. I just didn't want to give up too soon. And yeah, it's a weird spot. Some horses aren't going to get titles that I think should have, so somewhere along the lines I kind of messed it up there, it appears. Had some really bad races in there too. We've had some strong stints of domination, and then other times where I feel like I've missed some really easy races. They turned out to be bad results. And sometimes that just kind of carried on for a race or two. Stopped us from getting a title, stopped us from whatever. So it's kind of been a mixed bag, so to speak. Golden Boy and Chasing Hearts. It's essentially combining the Western Tiger pedigree with the Arctic Crop pedigree. And that's essentially who this guy's supposed to be. Yeah, I've really been thinking about different potential broodmares and studs for us going forward. It's really a weird spot, man. Like some of our newer horses, they're more well balanced with their stats. They don't have like anything that's like a bad stat, like a E rank stat, but at the same time, they don't have like 90s. Some of them don't, you know. A few of them obviously do have what you would consider close to perfect stats in the high 90s. 98, 99, but there's quite a couple horses from Golden Boy that have pretty well-rounded stats, but nothing super high. I was expecting him to give his own, horses higher stats in some categories. He's really just kind of leveling them out. He's not giving anybody super high stats. I'm not a fan of his growth type anymore, so I'm kind of ready to let him go as a stud. Now, I was trying to get last corner leader. Whoever that 9 horse is, that's Faint Passion, got the really good jump on us. Nielsen just got that horse going, and it's just us and them. Now, maybe Storm Owl has a chance here. Storm Owl could still fight back. We have Stretch Burst. Can we get it? We get Stretch Burst, it's over. No, we're not getting it. Storm Owl still closing in. Here comes the 5 as well, who's going to go past both of us. And it's going to be second place for Storm Owl. Heck of an effort, though. Why I decided to have him run 15 furlongs still, when his endurance is not there yet, I don't know. But that's still a great result. It's a great result for Storm Owl. So to me, that gives me very good confidence with him as an endurance runner in the future, especially next year. I believe if that's 12 furlongs, we can win that. Still got to get him going a bit sooner. Rapid Blade, my project horse, she's up in a grade 3. Expect to finish 5th. Top 5 is the goal. Rolando Bolero out of Butterfly Effect. Been doing better with her. She's staying consistent. Run her out front. Manage her pace well. And it's so weird that she has Bears and last corner leader. Just like last corner leader kind of extends your horse's endurance by a little bit. I don't know how long the time is. 1 second, 1/10 of a second, whatever. And then Bears is essentially what you get when your horses ran out of that stamina. So she has the highs of the highs, essentially, with last corner leader, giving her a bit of a boost. And then she has the lows of the lows with Bears, which means if I don't manage her stamina properly, it's a really bad race. Hypothetically, I shouldn't be hitting Bears with her. I should be running her well enough to where she's winning without being completely exhausted. But again, when the horse wants to do this with you, who is this? Light Value. You have no chance of winning today, and you want to run with me at the front like this. This will not benefit our girl. That horse has no chance. I hate when the AI allow their horses that have no chance to just set a crazy pace. Like, I know sometimes it's hard for jockeys to control, but, like, my goodness. Okay, so we're going to get last corner leader, which is good. And we're 5th favorite in this race. We're not even supposed to win it. So the win is not on today. We can at least try to hope for still a top 2. 11's going to go by us. And the only thing is, last corner leader is her best ability. She doesn't have stretch burst. She doesn't have grit. Nothing like that. She kind of got discouraged there, but she's still going to finish in a strong second. That's all I want with her right now. Good, consistent results. Shows I'm in a good rhythm with her. She just needs to get stronger. Position wasn't ideal because I was battling with that long shot horse. Where did he even finish? Yeah, Light Value, the horse that challenged us for that ridiculous lead in the beginning, finished in last place. It's the only downside of being on a front runner that absolutely has to be in the front. I think that's the best she could have done. A win would have been nice, but Odd Pool is a pretty decent horse compared to where our girl was, Rapid Blade. Eastside Band up in the World Mile Cup. She is the favorite as she should be. Look how strong she is compared to the likes of Little House, Wonder Whale, the Express. There's really a lot of horses in here we don't routinely race against. Wonder Whale obviously being the main one. This championship is essentially secured. She's 141 rated, I think, for the mile or the long, either or. Diamond Plan, Tigress of Stone. We still have both of these horses, so I'm definitely going to stick to this particular breeding pair for the next couple of years for sure. Full-blooded siblings from Diamond Plan and Tigress of Stone. can't believe they made a horse this good. Out of all the breeding pairs, this is the last pair I would have assumed would have given us a super horse. Not because I think they're bad, but because like I didn't see them being this compatible. Speaking of Diamond Plan, there's the record here. How poetic. Could his daughter break his record here today? We're off in the World Mile Cup with Eastside. Thought I was going to sneeze there for a second. Ugh. Sorry about that. Well, as I was trying to say, until the awkward moment of it not actually being said happened. Racing in the World Mile Cup with Eastside Band. Who is this running with us? That's Capono, right? No, it's Peters on Fancy Map. Again, a horse that doesn't have the chance today. Now that horse is going crazy. I don't want to run. I mean, she has 99 stam, but this is ridiculous, bro. I mean, only because she has 99 stam is this even remotely acceptable. I don't know why the 4 horse is acting. Come on, man. Go away. Go away. Eastside Band absolutely rolling, man. She's so good. She is going to get it done. Eastside Band wins the World Mile Cup in dominating, convincing fashion as she always does. What a win for Eastside Band, your World Mile Cup champion. Does she break the record of her father as well? She does, 133-4. Dude, Eastside Band is cracked. I mean, she beats Little House by 9 lengths, Wonder Whale by an additional 10. Well, by an additional 1, which means a total of 10. Back to Wonder Whale. Eastside Band is cracked, man. She's such a good horse. Like I said, I just didn't expect this breeding pair to be the combination that would give me this horse. I wasn't seeing it from them. I knew we were going to get strong horses, but I'm like, we'll have to wait and see. Eastside Band is unreal, man. Unreal. And the thing is, because her stats are so high in the important category, she's going to be able to run and win for years. She's 3 years old now. She'll be able to do this probably for another 2 to 3 years at least. I'm in no rush to retire her for breeding, obviously. I would like to see how good we can do with her. I get those ambitions with horses sometimes, but I don't stick to it. I think she's a horse I legitimately want to stick to it with because she's too good not to. She's the best horse now I think we're seeing develop in-game that we've ever created. Better than Butterfly Effect, better than Galaxy Star, Cleopatra, Delta Dream. She's better than all of them, so we have to see what type of horse she can be. How many wins can we get? How many titles? We'll see. We're moving on to World Classic Cup here on the dirt. 10 furlongs, Crazy Hunter in the GWS dirt. She needs a win here today. Clear Asset is actually not here. That horse might be in another race. We're skipping this event. We got to win. Crazy Hunter, she's sitting, I think, second in the GWS Dirt Championship. She's still relatively quick enough to win. As a front runner, it's a weird spot. Her stamina is not great anymore. So it's a weird spot of having to run her in that tight window. Make sure you don't tire her out too much. Big race here. We know we have one GWS secured. Still maybe trying to get a second one. And that's all we can hope for. We're off in the World Classic here with Crazy Hunter. It's a good start by half a dozen horses here. Crazy Hunter, she can run in first or she's okay settling in second. I think I'll have her chase the leaders. We could try to set the pace if I feel like it's slow enough for us to do so. But if these two Gradual Express and Chapel want to take us for a ride. I'm not chasing them. So I'm perfectly fine keeping Crazy Hunter right here. Like I said, I'm not going to chase them in the pace they're setting. I think if Crazy Hunter's right here, she'll be okay. Now I was going to say, if Tanaka wants to move over, he's going to have to do it that way. She's max stam, so she's feeling comfortable. Remember, only 59 stamina, 74 speed. So it's really a horse you have to be careful with. Like, we can't go crazy with her and run her too soon. It's a finite window. Kind of letting her creep up a bit here. She is fast once she gets out in front, but I got to make sure I give her that lead. Kind of let's see how strong she can run for a furlong and a half on the whip. This could be a big win for Crazy Hunter. Desert World's closing. Nothing I can do. Crazy Hunter, Desert World, Tanaka on Desert World. What a race. 3 closing at the end. Oh, we're not going to get the win. Not even close. As close as it almost was. 3rd place. Oh, she tried her heart out, man. She really did. Nothing I could do. Fine Midnight, the favorite, ends up getting the win. Did the best I could, man. That's a hard one. That is a hard one, but I think that'll probably do it for Crazy Hunter's GWS as well. Classy and Smart is up. We decided to toss her in the World Filly Mare Cup. She's the 2nd favorite behind Famous Piston. We've seen this filly a lot. How will she compare? She's one of the better girls this year. That's coming up next. Classy and Smart, she's been on a roll. She's got, I think she has 4 Grade 1 wins already. 7 wins out of 10 starts from Golden Boy out of Free Fear. She seems to be the best Golden Boy horse we have on track so far. The power rating should be stronger. Should not be as low as it is. Still think, I feel like the ship's kind of sailing on Golden Boy for me, man. The game gave him the highest stud fee of all of our studs, but yet his horses just aren't turning out at that quality, you know? I think she's the best one so far. Classy and Smart here. And his growth type is really, really early. I don't mind if they don't peak at least until 4, but if they're peaking as soon as they hit 2.5 to 3, they're basically peaking as soon as their racing career starts. It's just not my thing, man. I will deal with it for certain horses, especially maybe like sprinters or something like that you don't expect to run too long anyways, but for certain horses, man, I'm just really not wanting my best horses peaking as soon as they turn 3. That's just not the vibe. It's not the vibe. So, I don't know if I'm going to use Golden Boy anymore, to be honest. I didn't think I'd have such a drastic reaction, but just seeing as he's had like 3 or 4 horses on track now, all of them really underachieving with their stats except for this one here. I think her stats are the best, and she's still missing a really good power rating that she should have inherited from him and her mother. He just hasn't been working out quite like I wanted it or thought he would. Hence why I was so surprised when the game gave him such the highest stud fee. I'm like, he didn't do anything particularly crazy in his career to earn such a high stud fee. He just had some good stats, good pedigree. I don't think he's worked out to that point. I'm not going to replace him, I think, yet. We don't need to, but certainly done using him as a stud. I mean, as a sire. For now. I'll hopefully try to get quite a bit out of Solo Rider next year. It's kind of my goal. Good run here from Classy and Smart. No revolution, but she's got plenty left to go here. She is on the run. She gets last corner leader. She is absolutely making this work. Famous Piston on the inside, still trying to fight us back, but Classy and Smart, too strong. Gonna win the World Filly and Mare Cup. She gets it done, proving she is the best gal of the younger gals out here on track. Let's go. What a win. Classy and Smart on a roll. Like I said, she has been the best horse that's come from Golden Boy. She's the best of his lineage so far. The only really legitimate true one so far. Maybe there's another one that could rise up to the ranks, but so far, like I said, he hasn't been ideal. She sets the record. What a win for Classy and Smart, man. Being Famous Piston by a length and 3/4. Fantastic. Having a pretty good meet here today. I think we're doing as best as we can in these races. We're hitting our goals and winning. Bay City up in the World Turf Cup. Should have had her in the GWS Turf. Why I didn't, I don't know. She actually could have had a chance to win it. I think more than Valley King, just because she's... she's on the decline, but she's still a little bit stronger in some of those other stats where Valley King has dropped a bit. But she's not looking that far different from him. From he's stargazing, out of Moon Trapper. She's done well enough so far. Yeah, I really feel like I kind of bombed the GWS Turf and the GWS Dirt this year. Feels like every couple of years I have a really bad game plan with the GWS championships, and I'll end up only winning one of them out of the 3. At least would have been nice to get 2, but like I said, we kind of dropped the ball there. So to me, that's 2 horses that aren't going to get into the Hall of Fame. Hence, Valley King and Crazy Hunter. I think both of them definitely deserve it, and it's not going to really happen unless we get crazy. I mean, lucky with Crazy Hunter. I think there's still one more race, but I think she would have to win that to even have a chance. I don't even know if a win would do enough for her. We'll check and see afterwards, but she would have to win that race, I think, and make sure that her rivals finish in a certain spot. So, just kind of not the best planning of a year for me. I was just kind of just doing whatever. We have so many horses. I really didn't know who I wanted to get into what exactly. I knew Valley King I wanted to chase that GWS Turf with. Again, that wasn't really the smart idea long term. Crazy Hunter, again, I thought she was still strong enough to win the Dirt. Turns out we actually got really competitive fields in both the Turf and the Dirt Championship. But still, if I would have used maybe one of our horses currently that are on hot winning streaks, we could have won those other titles. But, I couldn't have foreseen that. I really did think Valley King would have did pretty well in the Turf. I thought he was going to at least get a win here or there, but turns out he just was a step behind. And in the Dirt, I kind of thought the same thing. Crazy Hunter had been rolling. We step her up to the GWS Dirt races, and she's still doing well, just not really winning like she needs to. So it was kind of a mix of all that, man. So I got to get Bay City rolling now. Coming from a far way. 12 furlongs, so she's really got to make this work. And she gets a Revolution. This could be game changer, and it's such a shame I didn't actually put her in the Turf, because she would have been the horse to probably win it. Bay City from He's Stargazing out of Moon Trapper. Round turn 4, down the stretch we come. Oh, wow. 7 might actually beat us even with the Revolution. That doesn't always happen. Imagine that. You get a Revolution and you're doing the best you can, and it's still only good enough for second. That's crazy. Wow. Heck of a race there for Bay City. I mean, my goodness. Special Impact. Wow. I mean, I raced with that dude. He's a heck of a horse. A B for the spurt, but I get the Revolution. Are they telling me I shouldn't have got the Revolution? Deep Wonder, I mean, Special Impact literally flew past us. Like the Revolution did not matter, actually. That's crazy. So we won 2 meets there out of the 4 big races. Man, tough stuff. So Eastside Band, she's clear. She will be your GWS sprinting champion. She's unreal. In the Turf, Bay City gets herself up to 6 points. Valley King, 15 behind Deep Wonder. Not enough races, not enough time. Special Impact, now he's closing. Yeah, man. Tough GWS turf this year, honestly. And the GWS Dirt, Crazy Hunter, 16 points behind Clear Asset. That championship is gone as well. So only a GWS Sprint champion we'll have this year. Missing 2 Hall of Famers, so it's kind of a bummer. It's most certainly a bummer. Valley King tried, but again, he's done. He's 7 years old. I have 1 more year with him. I'm kind of okay still racing him until he's actually legitimately about to be like done racing in the game. Like I can't race him anymore. I would like to get him over 20 wins. And I've kind of accepted the fact that unless he can still win a couple of grade 1s next year, you know, he probably won't retire with the title, unfortunately. But, you know, I got the ball rolling late, so that's on me. But at least he'll be in a position to hopefully just get the best eval and classification rating he can get. I'm hoping 20 wins will help. Another grade 1 would also be ideal. So Crazy Hunter, she tried too hard. She has, like, her and Valley King are very similar. 9 grade 1s with her, 12 wins out of her 20 starts. They're very similar, and it's ironic that probably neither of them are going to make the Hall of Fame. That's wild, man. So I could run her on the turf. I mean, she does have a dirt title, doesn't she? Okay, she at least has a title. See, I feel okay with that. And what else do I do with her? I mean, retiring her next year wouldn't be a terrible idea. Could still run her in these GWS turf races, but for what, you know? Like, for what? I think Crazy Hunter's kind of done unless I can run her in a decent grade 2, but not really feeling these, so Port Town? Guess we'll put her in a grade 2 at Port Town to end her year, figure out what I'm going to do with her next year. Her stats still aren't terrible except for the power in the stand, but I'm just trying to extend the career of some of these horses if I can. It's been a while since I've won with Bay City. Been chasing a lot of grade 1s, long distance ones, and yeah, she's no longer really in that window. I probably should drop her by 2 furlongs, and we'll start to see wins, yeah? So, yeah, can she run on the dirt? I don't think so. Well, they don't really say, but I doubt it. Yeah, such weird races at this time of the year now. Should carry a heavy handicap for that grade 3. I'm not running her 18 furlongs. Probably can't even run her a mile. She'll have a handicap there. Bay City's going to be 5 years old already. Wow. We still don't even have a title with her. Crazy. She has how many grade 1s? Bay City has 6 grade 1s. Still no titles. Don't even know what she's close to. Last time she won a grade 1 was... She hasn't won a... She went this whole year without winning a single grade 1. Wow. I only raced her, I think, 4 times. But still, last time she won was as a 3-year-old. She's about to be 5 with no grade 1. That's what I'm saying. This is happening with some of the horses. Like, they're winning, and then they're getting stumped and not winning titles. Lawn Champ, gosh, I swore she was so close to that. I still think she has to win at 12. Yeah, she's won at 12.5, 15.5, 12, 12. Oh yeah, she needs 1 more win at 12 for a Lawn Champ title. I'm just going to have to try to get her that to the best of my ability, whatever it takes. She's literally 1. I mean, we might as well run her in the Continental Cup. It's going to be tough, and she'll be in the green. This will be her last race of the year. I got to take the chance. What else can I run her in for the Lawn Champ? Nothing else. I have to take a chance, man. Got to try to get her in that window somewhere, man. We really do. We really do. Classy and Smart. She's done, but she's earned her break. 5 grade 1 wins. 8 wins out of 9 starts. Classy and Smart on a roll. Her and Eastside Band both. Like pretty much same records. 10 wins and 11 starts for Eastside Band with 7 grade 1 wins. Yeah, Classy and Smart and Eastside Band, they're going hand in hand in. Completely different parents. Just like the Cleopatra and Galaxy Star, we have another rivalry. Classy and Smart and Eastside Band. Awesome. Well, you're probably done for the year. 10 to 12 furlongs. Wow. Really interesting distance. Well, since Eastside Band's got her GWS, Classy and Smart's got to be the focus next year, and one probably in the turf. To be honest, I think she certainly has the best chance to win it. In fact, if I was gonna say if we could run her in the China Cup, we should. She'll be in the green, but who else am I gonna run in that race realistically? Let's give her a shot. Eastside Band. Looks like she's going for a mile champ title. She should be done for the most part. Until the China Mile, of course. I don't have to run her in this race, but we're working on a mile champ title, which she might have. This will secure her GWS sprint, and she'll probably get Horse of the Year. So actually, Eastside Band will probably get 2 titles. At least 2 titles. If she doesn't get a mile champ title or sprint champ or anything like that, she'll get 2 titles here. So she's already on path to be an awesome broodmare for us. Oh my gosh. So excited, man. Eastside Band, if you want to look at her pedigree again, this is what we got going on. Mainly a lot of Tigress of Stone's side of the family. She's got Western Tiger and Arctic Crop. I think that's the key there. The best of both of those guys who have been our best studs long term since we've started this game. They have been our best sires, I should say. And, yeah, she's got quality in there the whole way, so. Awesome stuff for her. Rapid Blade coming along, but not showing it as far as the stats. But again, all these 60s should be in the 70s. That will make her competitive from a very short time. That means if I time it right, and that's the thing too, sometimes timing the spurt is a little bit tricky. Got a lot of horses, and you don't know exactly when somebody's really ready to go up to that next level. But she could. I wonder if she could challenge for a GWS. She'll have the power. She's about to be 4 years old now. She's not really going to peak until she's closer to 5. So if I'm trying a GWS with her, maybe next year? I don't know, though. She's not fast enough, really, for any category. She won't come in last place, but jury's still kind of out. I'm going to keep running her in opens and grade 3s, keeping her form sharp. She can run on the dirt as well. I've been running her exclusively on the turf. That's her preferred surface. I wonder how she would do on the dirt. I kind of want to switch it up. So yeah, I'm going to run her 9 furlongs in the dirt. She'll have a handicap there. Could run her in a grade 3. I actually want to run her 7 furlongs. I want to see how she handles that. A little bit more of a sprint. Shorter than a mile. Just curious. Storm Owl, heck of an effort in that Prince Cup to run 15 furlongs. No grade 1s for him yet as he's 3 years old. He's still developing, which is at least good. Again, another one of those horses where his stats will be at 70 for like a very short period of time. So the window to win is going to be slim with him as well. I would love to replace Golden Boy with one of his sons if they're legitimately better than him. Give us better stats. 9 and 11 furlongs is a finite window. Yeah, not a whole lot to work with. Grade 3 is probably his last and next best bet. So I'll actually run him in a grade 3 at the end of the year. Eastern Knife is in the China Vase. I think we're good on everybody else. Still quite a bit of racing. I didn't think we were actually going to have this much. for the remainder of this year. Yeah, we still have quite a bit going on. So, yeah, a lot of decisions still to be made. There's only technically horses in the 5-year-old group and up that I am considering for retiring or for breeding, like Crazy Hunter. He's being considered. Vivid Eyes, I'm not sure yet. Soy Conquistador, Vaporwave. Little Vixen is still fast. I'm going to keep racing her. She's a blast. Not going to pull up on that. Frugal Lark, she's really achieved all she's needed to, but I'm going to continue to stack her on some more wins for as long as I can. September Sky, she's still performing very well. Just won the Aquarius last time out. So ironically, the older brood mares, most of them, or a good number of them, they're still strong enough to where we don't have to retire them right this moment. Some of them, though, again, like Vaporwave, Soy Conquistador, Vivid Eyes, those 3 girls are kind of in the window where they're not winning as much. Bay City, I hope she's not on a downhill slope. I've raced her in some tough races last time out. She's 1 win away from a lawn champ title, man. She's so close, honestly. So I just really got to... I mean, it doesn't make sense for me to put her in any other grade 1s. I'm going to have to try racing her at 12 furlongs until she can get the win. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes, man. I'll do a quick save, and we'll try to... Like I said, this episode is going to go a little bit longer than I expected. Probably we'll have to record it in 2 separate recording sessions, but we'll come back. We'll knock out these next half a dozen races and see where we're at. All right, 5 more races still coming up. Decided this would probably be the best way to show each week what races we have coming up so we know what to look forward to. I'll be kicking off here with an open with Marksman, trying to figure him out. He is, to me, the horse that's struggling the most out of this group of new 2-year-olds. Sure, there's some power in there somewhere, clearly. 69 power rating, almost 70. He's got endurance. He should, but I don't know where he wants to run. I'll try him out as a front runner, I'm hoping. Or he could be a closer, either or. He didn't actually, now I think about it, he didn't seem to benefit from running in the front. So like I said, I'm going to try running him further back, and making a run. So he'll be up in an open. In the grade 3, we have Major River. I'll try her out in grade 1s next year for sure. As you can see, I've hardly raced her. And next year we'll see how she can do. In fact, she should be winning grade 1s now. I just didn't want to really run her in any this year. I'm kind of whatever about Major River. Her stats aren't super impressive anywhere, so just kind of do whatever I feel like doing with her. In a grade 2, though, we have Little Vixen up. Yeah, and she's still strong enough to win. Just weren't any grade 1s really available for her in the sprinting category, so this is why we're running her 7 furlongs in a grade 2 as her last tune-up of the year. King Cup Autumn, we have Delta Dream. He's still strong enough to win on the turf, I believe. He struggled last time out at the Chestnut Stakes, but he's got 10 grade 1s. He's a GWS Hall of Famer. So there's really nothing left for him to prove, but if I can still win some titles or a title with him on the turf, I certainly will do so. Because I do want to know what his turf rating is. They're just not telling me. He's from former Opera out of Pink Gemstone. So he's up in the King Cup, and then the last race will be the mile sprint with Lockwood, our 2-year-old colt from Gentle House out of Real Happy, who has bears and some other ability. And he's 2 for 3. So those are the last 5 races we'll have so far in this episode. Then I'll come back and record the other half, obviously. Ilson, I do not want to challenge you. Go away. So yeah, a lot of decisions to make next year for breeding. Horses to replace, horses to keep racing with, horses to just retire and not use for breeding. I think a lot of it will probably change next year. I'll probably host polls or something. For obvious horses that we know we're going to use for breeding, I don't think that'll be necessary. But for horses that didn't really, I guess, overachieve or anything like that, I wonder if that would be a good idea. Marksman, again, he's up in this open. Top 5 is our goal. Gonna run him closer towards the back, see if that makes a difference for him. But, you know, there are certain horses where it's like, we have to figure out if it makes sense to keep them around. And I think we have to look at 2 things. stats, but most importantly, we have to look at which horses are actually succeeding. You get a line of horses that are actually succeeding on track, then you can work in the stats. Sometimes you get a really good horse that has some questionable stats in certain categories, right? And then there are times you get horses with great stats and you can't seem to string together consistent wins with them. Like, it happens. So that's why, to me, it's like I'd rather get the horse that I know I can win with consistently. Then I know at least we can breed and work the stats into that pedigree down the line. That's not that hard to do. You need whatever the formula is to produce a consistent and reliable winning racehorse. That's my formula. So I'm racing Marksman at the back here. He is max stamina at least. I don't think he's supposed to be in the front. I forgot Fairy Singer was kind of a closer, I think. And I think if I actually run Marksman up like this, there's Spurt. Okay. Definitely mid to closer. Now we have to finish 5th or better. Yeah, he definitely gets stronger as he continues to run. So he's got some speed in there. 10-8 in that last fraction. We're kind of flying right now. The 2 horses already had us outgunned. It's Royal Silence. So that's the secret with Marksman. He is a closer, and I figured that based off of him just completely falling out of the order in his last race when I ran him at the front. I'm like, nothing happened. He just completely went backwards. I'm like, okay, that tells me he's got to run towards the back probably. That's the opposite. 3.5 lengths behind Royal Silence, but still, actually a solid victory. Maybe they'll actually reveal his leg type. They gave me A, so he definitely wants to be at the back. So that's good. I was kind of hoping we would figure it out with Marksman, and that's the race that did it. So I feel better about that. Grade 3 on the dirt here with Major River. This will be her last tune-up race of the year. Next year, she'll be running in all Grade 1s. Again, no real plans with Major River. I still don't even know if I'm going to use her as a broodmare yet. I know her quality is there, but I'm not really impressed by anything. She's fun, and like I've been saying, I think she's a lot better in this game than she is in Gallop Racer 2003, but am I sold on using her as a broodmare yet? Not yet, no. She hasn't quite still wowed me to that extent. As again, we haven't won any Grade 1s. We've just been winning Grade 2s, 3s, and open races, so until I put her in some real competition and see how she handles, I mean, I'm not going to speak early on the Major River broodmare bandwagon. I don't even know if that's a thing. It's kind of a weird race. Those leaders are setting a crazy pace out front. We're all trying to mind our business back here. Major River doesn't really want to be anywhere near the front, but like the rest of this field is, I feel like we're kind of chugging along back here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, the jury's still out. I've had fun with Major River so far, but I don't really know what her... Did not mean to bump that horse. I don't know what her true capabilities are. And where were you supposed to finish in this race? 2nd. She's fighting well. Is she going to catch the 11? They're gaining ground here. Still gaining ground. Major River might actually make this work. Wow, 10-9 in that last fraction. She's still rolling, and Major River's going to get up there to get the win at the end. Huh. I'm not going to lie. It felt like it was kind of a little bit doom and gloom there at some point, but she kept fighting. Like I said, she's a fun horse. Those are the type of wins we've kind of been having with her. She's a lot stronger than she appears, that's for sure. Contact, she was fine. Double S on the spurt. Yeah, she's certainly a lot stronger than she appears. I'm just going to keep racing with her until I know what I want to do. The Grade 2 7 furlong sprint is up with Little Vixen. She's second favorite behind Rising Uranus. And Little Vixen has done well as a sprinter. I think she's a GWS sprinting champion, I'm pretty sure. So, not sure what other goals I have for her next year. She might still be working on a sprint champ title, I'm not sure. Outside of that, I mean, her stamina is not terrible. She can still run probably races up to 10 or 11 furlongs. But again, since I've got her into the Hall of Fame, I'm sure, like, after that, I'm just kind of whatever about what these horses achieve. This all depends on what's available and what they're capable of winning. So I don't know what I'll do for her next year, but figure it out. I think she'll be 6 years old, but she's still fast. Like, she's fortunately one of the speedsters we've had that didn't just drop off and lose their speed immediately past their prime. She peaked at like 90 or 91, and she's still 80. Like a year and a half past her prime. So to me, that's still obviously a pretty good sign there. We're still getting Rebels. She's still kicking butt. And this is going to be an easy grade 2 win for our girl, Little Vixen. 10-6 fraction. Let's see how fast we can get this to go. 11-4. Man. She's still a flyer. This is what I mean. She's still fast enough to win races at this distance. So, mile champ maybe? Still quite a bit to achieve with Little Vixen. Guess I shouldn't rush it. 7-length winner over Rising Uranus. Perfect race. We'll take it. 3 down, 2 to go. 2 grade 1s. Next will be the King Cup Autumn. With Delta Dream. 4th favorite behind Vivid Legend, who is supposed to win this race. Second Death is here. Utmost Mover. Rob the Cook. Blues Breeze. Competitive field in all honesty, so certainly a race we can win. We do the right thing. Delta Dream makes it easy as a closer, though. That's what gives him, I think, his advantage. As long as I get him started at the right time. 83 speed, he's still fast enough. So, should be able to do some damage here. Mr. Delta. I think he should be a great sire. He should be similar to Forma Opera. Which I guess technically he is the son of Forma Opera. But yeah, he should definitely be able to give us some really good horses. Alright. Takes forever to drop him back sometimes, so the field is moving so slow. I don't know if the rail is going to be open. I'll probably keep him on the outside. But yeah, he should be a great stud. I mean, a great sire for us. We'll have turf and dirt flexibility. So no Revolution today. Is the rail open? I can't tell. It's there, but like that's not really a gap. If I were to try to go for that now, like the door would close. I'm really trying to hold him back, man. He wants to run so much faster. I know you want to run faster, dude, but like I'm just trying to get you in a good spot to make a run. Unless we're really going to try to make this work on the inside, and I'm not really feeling that. I'm taking a wide draw, I know, but like we gotta go. We can make it work, man. This dude is fast. And does he have speed to catch the horses at the front? He's got the stamina. Now how hard can he push? There's grit. That'll help. But I see Blues Breeze up there. Furlong and a half left to go. Delta Dream still going. Here's Vivid Legend. Delta Dream still pushing. Half a furlong. The 3-horse still there on the inside. It's going to be close. Blues Breeze just held on. Gosh, I really taxed him with that outside trip, yeah. Surely if I would have been patient on the inside, maybe something could have freed up. Wasn't willing to take the chance. I think that definitely could have been a race win. And, yeah. I think I left that one a little bit too late. Mile sprint here with Lockwood. He is the favorite. From Gentle House, out of Real Happy. He has Bears and something else. Again, Don't know where these horses are getting bears from that don't have it anywhere in their parents' pedigree. It's annoying. I think Delta Dream surely should have won that race. But, yeah, Vivid Legend and Blues Breeze in the same race. Just got him going a tad bit too late. He surely had the stamina, I think, to still push another half a furlong. Though Vivid Legend was about to get clear. If that race was longer, Vivid actually probably would have gotten us. So I think I really probably should have kept him to the inside. Probably would have stood a better chance of finishing a lot closer, potentially winning. But I'm not upset, man. Delta Dream's already achieved enough of what I would consider a success for him. Sure, he could be a horse that could stack 50 million titles. But he also peaked very quickly. I feel like we'll be able to do the serious title stacking with horses with a little bit later of a growth type. Horses like Delta Dream, yes, they can still be good years after their prime, but you need a little bit of the later growth type for that to really work. Most of our best horses in the Hall of Fame that have won several titles, they were horses that didn't peak immediately. They didn't have super long growth types, but it still took them about a year to get to their best. That way we really had like a solid 3.5 to 4.5 years of like quality time getting with these horses, as opposed to like just 2 years because they peaked as soon as they hit the track, you know. I know I'm running Lockwood really wide out here, but we gotta take the chance. Keep running, my boy. Switch the whip hand. Furlong and a half left to go. Lockwood. He's locked in and he's pulling away. There he goes. Serious 2-year-old here from Gentle House out of Real Happy, man. Lockwood is getting the job done. Wow. Great grade 1 win for Lockwood there. So he's definitely looking like the best of the 2-year-olds so far. It's not even a question. Gentle House and Real Happy. Who would have thought? 3.5 length winner over Wild Song. That's pretty impressive, man. That's his grade 1 debut, so that's a big win there for Locke. So yeah, definitely think I dropped that race with Delta Dream. Marksman, we did much better running him as a closer. Pretty much hit our goals though, with everybody. So still overall a good week there. And that actually closed out the month of October. So next time out, hello Vixen, she's in the Hall of Fame. So I'm really not in any position of feeling like I need to put her in races. I'll run her some grade 3s as long as she doesn't have a crazy handicap. Just to keep her tuning up. That's what we'll do for her. Major River. In all fairness, they want her in this grade 1. I mean, that was a pretty convincing win last time out. We're out of the GWS Dirt. I'll toss her in the Independents. We'll do that in the next part of the episode here. Delta Dream. Yeah, 2 back-to-back races I lost with him, so the turf campaign has been a mix. He should have 3 titles: GWS Dirt, Horse of the Year, and Dirt Champ. So like I said, there's really no reason to race him on the dirt anymore. That's why I'm giving him a shot on the turf. Trying to get him some grade 1s, but at the same time, it's not really happening, so yeah, just trying to find the ideal race to put him in where he doesn't have a serious handicap. Like a grade 3 carrying 130 pounds, not ideal. Grade 2 he's carrying 145, so really not a whole lot of I can do with Delta Dream. Run him in the Australia, but he won't really be happy waiting that long. I'm just going to take a chance putting him in a grade 3 with the handicap. So every other race, he's just going to be too heavy. No matter the distance or the leg, or the grade, if I could speak correctly. So, not going to run him a mile. We will run him. What was the race I saw? Was it 9? Yeah. Run him in this Tucson 9 furlong, grade 3. It's really all he can do. Classy and smart. She's in the China Cup. So they finally revealed all of her stats. Her speed, not ideal. She peaked very quickly, but good stamina, good heart. That's enabled her to be very strong. Eastside Band will be in the China Mile. First Down Dash will be in the Empress Cup. Little Mile will be in the Tokyo Cup. Point Black, the Neptune Stakes. Rapid Blade. Have her in an open on the dirt. Storm Owl will be in a grade 3 in the New Orleans. Eastern Knife will be in the 12 furlong China Vase. Naked Chariot won't be racing until March of next year. Angel Hearts will be in the Young Crown Cup. Glam Queen will be in a grade 3 Atlantic. Lockwood will be in the Young Crown Cup. If we could, but we can't. So we could run him on the dirt. 75 stam for Lockwood. We could run him in the Sunrise Stakes. Why not? Run him a mile on the dirt. He has a good dirt rating as well. He should be able to win that. Jez Allison real happy. Lockwood looking at a potential strong future sire there. Marksman, 56 stam. Finally revealed his leg type, which is mid. So that at least is good to have that confirmed. Stamina not looking great, but it'll probably be mid to high 60s at his peak. Don't know what his speed is. Spurt and last corner leader. Okay, so run him a mile at the beginning of the year. I'm okay with that. So just getting us ready for the last part of the episode here. If I don't actually split this, it's already been an hour. We did quite a bit of racing here already. So I think we're all good to go. So we're no longer really GWS chasing anything. Additional titles maybe with some of these horses. Kind of in a weird spot. Horses with wins, not enough for a title. So to me, we just kind of going to have to weed out the horses that aren't really doing that. A lot of horses can be retired right now. I'm just waiting to see if it's worth retiring them for breeding purposes. Most of them probably not. Which means we are going to have to let them go. Number of them go. It'd be easier to do that on the live stream and have you guys participate. I'll figure it out. Anyways, I think that will do it so far. Appreciate you guys for love and support. Almost at the end of the year. We should be getting Eastside Band Horse of the Year award. I'd be shocked if she didn't get it. I'd be curious to see what the other awards would go to as far as best 2, 3, and 4-year-olds. Their respective categories. Best sprinter and miler. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. But that'll do it. Until next time, Horse Racing Gamers, hope you have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you later, and goodbye.